There's something horrible growing inside of her, or else this place has finally broken her mind.
Listen, Ellis, she took the talisman.
So what, Art? She wouldn't just leave.
We don't know that. Maybe she... Hey, listen to me. Listen to me.
I love you so much.
Sky if you want it. And put your fingers in the sky if you want
Place
it.
will not
And
break
put your
us.
finger in the sky if you
The only
want
way
it.
we go home
Put your fingers in the sky if you want
together.
it. And put a finger in the sky if you want it, nigga. And put your fingers in the sky if you want it. And put a finger in the sky if you want it, nigga. And put your fingers in the sky if you want it. Sometimes you worry about the things you can provide for you. Whenever you around, I seem to
Place
come
will not
alive
break
for you.
us.
I finally recognize
The only way we go home.
for you. Although I know your man that trust me, he would die for you. These quiet thoughts that you've been going on for years now. I saw you in the party, soft lips, start smoking. I came to talk to you, but homie interfered now. He introduced you as his girl and I was heartbroken. Some people talk about they love at first sight shit. To keep it real, I don't
Place
know
will
whether I
not
believe
break
it's
us.
true. But if it is,
The only way we go home.
right if I fell in love with you
Together.
before.
Child. The way that there has been technical difficulties, but we are going to persevere and we are going to get started. If you guys are new here, my name is Ashley and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related. And we are back to talk from season 3, episode 9, Revelations, chapter 1. And we got a few revelations. And alas, I'm not here alone. Okay, ran the ad so you know what it is. This is your last time to give theories for season 3 before the finale. So keep that in mind. Let's bring my special guest up to the stage and get her overall thoughts, see what she thought from episode 9, and if she's ready to get back to it. If all of the technical difficulties will work today. Because, yeah.
I'm over it as usual. Like y'all and all these revelations. Like, did we really though? Did we really get some solid revelations on anything? Like, I besides Fatima in this baby, I don't feel like we went anywhere. Per usual with From. We go around the corner to go back on the porch to come back home again. Like, I'm tired of Victor. I'm tired of them damn Matthews. I'm tired of everybody. Like, what revelations did we get? Because maybe I missed them. I be tired. Did I miss them?
I feel like we now know who Tab is or who she represents.
That though.
That was a revelatory thing, though, but it was kind of confirmed in this moment that she the mother. You are the mother, Tab. You are the mother. Listen, we'll get to it. We'll go all through the things, y'all. Today has been a wild day. I just want to preface this live by saying that, so bear with us. And hopefully everything comes on down the line and comes together. I missed part of what you said, so if this is redundant, Tyra, don't, whatever. I just want to know your overall thoughts for a penultimate episode, and you know what that normally means for a series. They're going to give us some huge climax and do all the things. Did this episode deliver for you in that way? And what were your overall thoughts just as an episode in TV, period?
I mean, it was a decent episode. This feels like an episode that wouldn't be the ultimate one leading up to the season finale. It seems like we need more time. I'm never going to jump out the window and expect From to give us an abundance of answers, because they wouldn't do that. But I would be lying if I was like, oh, this really has me ramped up in anticipation for the finale, because I really don't know. And if they are coasting on whether or not Fatima's life is going to be hanging in the balance in this creature popping out as like the bang, it's not quite that. But I think because we talk about it so often and we see so much, if you're paying attention, you already knew Tabitha was over there being Victor's mama. We we knew that already. And it's just certain stuff that you can see. And I'm looking for the things that we aren't seeing. So when we have revelations in this episode and we're met with things that we haven't seen all season that we're expected to kind of hold on to, like Boyd and the Parkinsons, I was like, where they came from? When you find that at? Like, the Parkinsons came back, Sarah heard the voices, the freaking man in white, because whose boy was that? Like, we saw stuff and it was in our face, but it just feels like we got nothing.
Oh, absolutely. Was I underwhelmed? No, I think it had a decent pacing. I like when shows have me talking to the TV, and I was talking to the TV completely during episode 9. Did we get as many answers as I wanted? No, but I think we're on our way to a great finale. Absolutely. I believe that in my heart of hearts. But let's get right into it, because we know coming off the heels of episode 8 that Fatima's missing. Big Sleepy, who hasn't done anything in his whole life, has now decided that he is going to be kidnapper extraordinaire. He's his own medic, his own nurse. He has all the skills to pay the bills. He knows how to keep somebody confined. Hey, he's on a mission. And so Boyd and Ellis, we meet them in the woods. Boyd almost falls out, has to confess to Ellis what's been going on with his medical condition. And now it's time to see Donna. So he's come to the colony house and he's like, Donna, what's up? And she's like, listen, Boyd, I'm not going to snitch out Fatima, because she's going back down memory lane. She's like, oh, we had the party. She grew the best ganja. We love Fatima. The people love Fatima down. So I'm not going to do that. He says, well, hey, don't worry about that right now, because Fatima's missing. She's immediately, let's call a town hall. Let's get everybody together. We have to find her because I love her. Talk to me about Donna. Do you think that this affection that she has for Fatima is truly just her affection for Fatima, or do you think it's more far-reaching? Is she thinking of the greater good of the community by not telling them the truth?
Girl, I thought Donna was putting a whole lot on it. Like, I was like, since when did Fatima represent that? Like, it was like, if we present this and talk about what she did, and all hope is lost for Fromville with the community. And I was like, I didn't know that Fatima was that symbolic, but all right, I'm gonna let you rock. Like, I really was shocked by Donna in the previous episode. I thought that was a line in the sand, and I was like, all right, everybody grab your flags, plant them. Acosta, get on over there in a uniform with Kenny and Boyd and whoever else, I thought that this was going to be like the ultimate choosing of sides. So for her to just flip-flop instantly, and it's just like, we have to find her. She means so much. And we know that she loves Fatima, but I thought like she was standing on business. But she said, no, I'm standing with Boyd, and I always will. And I was like, all right, we know who's going to be on what side, but Donna's going to definitely be over there with Boyd.
Yeah, I too. I was prime time thinking that Donna was going to be part of this new faction, because whether or not we see factions in season 3, they're coming. There is going to be a divide in the From. I know that for a fact. I feel it deep down on the inside. But maybe it is going to be like this old guard versus new guard, which I could see that, right? So Acosta, Randall, Mitzi and Bitsy, aka Mullet, and Nurse Crackhead. Maybe they'll be on that side, and this will kind of be representative of the old regime. But either way, I don't know. I hate, and somebody nasty in the comments, and I probably blocked you, so you're not here anymore. But you got in my comments talking about, yeah, tell this town everything, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing. As a leader, I feel like Boyd and Donna owe people the truth. Whether I know the people are unstable, right? It's groupthink. You're gonna have that in any society. But I think when you start gatekeeping the truth, it sets you up for anarchy and rebellion. What do you think, Tyra?
It does. This is nothing but a jump start for distrust for you being a liar. We've had so many situations this season where we are looking at Boyd sideways. And she even says, last episode, you can't go over the people's eyes with the speeches and they don't believe in you like that anymore, Boyd. Tell them or I will. And that still rings true now. Everybody's out, down and found Fatima, but nobody knows what she did. So it's going to come out. Whether it comes out now, next episode, or hopefully not the next season, and we got to wait. But it's going to come out. And when it does, these are going to look crazy.
Absolutely. Before we haven't gotten deep at all, EJ. We've just really gone over overall thoughts. So I would love to know your overall thoughts of episode 9.
Yeah, it was a good episode. What's up to everybody first and foremost? How everybody doing? How y'all doing? Yeah, your girl had to get refreshed. Yeah, I love this episode. I thought this was a really good episode. I thought that, we had some things that was happening. We moved a little bit further, and Donna really did shock me. Just through, and I thought that she was gonna go and tell it. I ain't even gonna lie. I thought she was gonna be the one to just go ahead and say what she needed to say. Mm-hmm. But when she didn't, I was like, okay, so where are we going now? What are we doing? Elgin, he just on my list now. I'm just done with him. I cannot believe he this stupid. And that ending. How about that ending, y'all?
Girl. All right.
Well, I have people saying that, I don't know if you guys can hear me because I can't see me, but there's people in the chat thinking that Tab is actually Victor's sister. What do you guys think of that? I'll start with you.
We go down that hill.
No. I think that I am finally 100% on board with Tyra in her prediction as to who Tabitha really is. I think that they solidified that in this episode. I think they just straight up told us without saying it, but there's no other explanation for how she saw these things. There's no other explanation besides some sort of reincarnation and the fact that this is actually Victor's mom, because if we think about it, she's the only one that can console him. She's the only one that can woo him all the time and just get him back in line. It just makes sense. So I'm on board with it. This is definitely Miranda coming back. Boom.
Okay, girl. And just to catch up, this is the first slide that we actually really talked about after overall thoughts. Fatima's missing. Let's call a town hall meeting. Is Donna putting too much on this? Is this really about her love for Fatima? Or is this need to get the town involved to not tell the people the truth about Fatima? Is it really about Fatima, or is it about something else, in your opinion?
I think two things can be true. I think that it could really be about Fatima, but it also could be about trying to hide the truth. I mean, at the same time, we know that she's finally agreed to not say anything. If we're going to go down this path, then, which is a dumb path. I'm sorry. I like Fatima. I get it, but this is a dumb path. This is like the first step before everybody's going to turn on. We already know it's going to be a bunch of people turn anyway. We already know Acosta probably about to do some mutiny type of stuff and all that type of stuff. Whether it's this season or next season, it's going to happen. The fact of the matter is like, who's going to be on whose side? Donna's chosen her side at this point. She's chosen Boyd's side by hiding the truth. So here we go. So I think that both things are true,
All right, well, we'll see. Now we are into Fatima's captivity, baby. She is being dragged to hell by Big Daddy, Big Sleepy. And he's telling her, listen, you're not a captive. You're not trapped here while I drag you back down by your ankles And she's just kind of struggling with it. She actually even cuts him. She's giving good fight here. And he's telling her, relax. This is for your own good, Fatima. Believe me, when it all goes down, this is going to be good for you. It's going to be good for me. I said, listen, we have not heard this man utter more than 5 words in a sentence since we met him. And he is campaigning like he's on the election trail here. I'm Big Sleepy's character to me I said, unless he's being possessed by one of these from entities, I don't know where he's gotten all this energy and all this chutzpah. EJ, do you think Fatima put up a good fight? And what do you think about Big Sleepy's character development over the season?
First of all, this was interesting. The fact that we took Big Sleepy all the way here, the fact that this is where we are right now, I was just dumbfounded. I didn't like it, but it is what it is. It's not up to me, but I thought it was crazy to all of a sudden make him so invested in trying to get away from here. It's just too much. And then as far as Fatima is concerned, she had more energy when she was taking out Tilly. Girl, you're not fighting hard enough for me, but it is what it is. She's not fighting hard enough.
What about, I thought she did good with her little knife trick. I mean, Big Sleepy, a big boy. Like Kay calls him blindside. Like he's a linebacker. Like she was putting up a little bit of a fight, Tyra. What you think about Fatima's efforts and his character arc? What do you think?
How they gonna have Winnie the Pooh kidnap somebody? Like, why? Why are we having John Coffey, Winnie the Pooh, docile Negro adjacent kidnap somebody? Like, that soft-spoken, oh, well, no, Fatima, like, just drink a little blood. It's good for you and the baby. This is for all of us. We're trying to get home. Like, the transition of where his character was, like, we already had him hibernating on that couch in those same clothes all season. And he was in such fear of this woman in the kimono. For us to transition from that to him listening to her enough to kidnap Fatima, draw his own blood, damn near force feed it to her because she's tempted, and hold her captive down there, and then go try to be on his espionage outside in the Fromville. It's too much. It's too much, and I just don't believe it. I think it's presented this way so that we have some type of sincerity or sympathy for him, because he genuinely believes that he's doing the right thing. I don't care, and he needs to die. Oh. Big Sleepy can go. We got rid of Tilly. All these extra characters walking around here not doing anything. I did read a couple of my comments like, well, how do we know? We didn't actually have Sarah go through with killing Ethan. So how do you know this is the same situation, and that to Fromville wouldn't actually let everybody go home if and when they get their baby? Man, please. Please. That is absolutely not happening. This is a trick. When has From did anything to help anybody? This is the same thing. But I'm not here for this. As far as her fight, she tried. She tried. There's a lot going on here, and with a few sips of blood, the stomach's growing. The stomach's growing. She's a full-fledged pregnant woman in here fighting for her life. So exactly how much could we know? We expect her to do. And like you said, Big Sleepy is a big guy.
Yeah, she's 40 weeks at this point. And the way he didn't even give her a straw. I said, listen, Big Sleepy, you did all this. You've concocted this. You've drawn your own blood. You got the blood bags. You filled up the little mason jars. Give that heifer a straw, because the way it was dripping down, like she was on Vampire Diaries, Interview with a Vampire. Listen, I don't want to see it. Okay, Fatima, I'm already sick of you.
What was the rotten food situation? If it had been blood this whole time, was like the rotten food one step towards blood? Because he isn't feeding her anybody. It's just straight blood. I was like, well, what was the rotten crops for?
Yeah, I think that was just to hold her over. I think that was probably the closest thing she could get to it. But when he talks about, she's like, no, this is evil. The kimono dragon is evil. All of this. He's like, no, you were just hungry. Girl, that's all. You were just hungry. That's why you killed Tilly, because you were hungry, Fatima.
It's Sleepy rationalizing, holding her hostage, and force feeding her blood is insane.
Everything. She said that baby was sleepy. Okay, it's not sleepy. That baby was hungry. Mm-hmm. Like, you weren't feeding the baby, Fatima. Feed that baby.
You weren't. Feed the baby. Now Victor's lost it, baby. He's throwing everything out the window. He is done in the farm. He can't control himself. He's like, give me an axe. Of all of the things in the universe to give me an axe. And here we have top flight security and Sarah trying to talk him off the ledge. Victor, where are you going with the axe? I'm going to cut down these damn trees because ever since the trees came, everything's been wrong. Everything's changing. I'm losing my pattern. I'm looking older. My hair is turning gray. Everything is bad for Victor at this point, and he doesn't know how to cope. Tyra, talk to me about Top Cop, and what was she gonna do? What are you gonna do, Top Cop?
Respect my authority. That's misrespect my authority. Like, it's the constant cop movements for me. Like, hey, buddy. Like, hey. Like, she would grab for that gun even though it's nothing there. Where are you going with that axe, man? Where you going? Just let me know where you're going and we can I do see that there's a lot of, like, when she says something, Kenny's like right there to kind of back. I see like something with her and Kenny, but I'm over Top Cop. Like, this is an op. This is an op. They are putting her in our face for a reason. And whenever that divide decides to happen, she's gonna be right there in the center of it, leading the charge. Because she wants. I want something. This is hustle and flow all over again. She want to do something. She thinks, like everybody thinks when they get there, I'm going to be the one. There's something you guys aren't doing. Let me regulate the situation. Because as far as she's concerned, what are you doing, boy? All of this is out of control. She wasn't there for the marking days down on the calendar and whatnot of peace. This is like crazy. He's running around with this axe. Victor, I don't have any more patience for Victor. I'm sorry. You already know my patience be thin with Victor. He right over there with Ethan and them. Like, I'm here when we have like really great progression for Victor. And it's like they don't know what to do with his character. Either he's progressing and, he's focused. I want to find something, figure it out. I'm trying to save us. And we had him all season trying to, connect and get to Jasper. And then we revert right back into, that adolescent, everything. No. I was like, oh, Victor, Victor. I just wish that, when we have him do something, we kind of let him stick to it and see it through. But I do have some sympathy for Victor because he, he's been there the longest and he's traumatized, rightfully so. But I feel like we've seen him display this last season when he was thinking about what happened with the sister and what he didn't do and how everything's all his fault. And then we have to calm him down and bring him back down to earth and let him know he was just a kid. I'm like, we just did this.
We've been there, done that with Victor. I'm actually, and y'all know I like Victor. I've liked Victor as a character from the beginning, but this is getting tired. Like, I think for character development, he's gonna need to die. Or he's going to have a moment of clarity where he kind of ages out. It feels like this has always been his pattern and his cycle. And I think even more so now because he's clearly on the spectrum. He's clearly on somebody's spectrum. He's clearly like neurodivergent or somewhere over in that space. And so I know he likes the idea of routine and things staying the same and remaining constant. And I think with all of these variables changing, it's sending him into overload. Then add his brother daddy. EJ, what do you think about Victor's development? And what do you think about Top Cop Acosta just interceding? Like, isn't Victor the only one with a loaded gun at this point? Like, ain't he the only one that actually got a blicky with bullets?
Girl, that was what's so funny to me. The way she kept putting her hand on I said, girl, you're not gonna do nothing. And this is exactly why you do not need to be in charge of anything. I believe there was a moment where Boyd actually said something similar. I think it's on down the line when he's talking to his son about not son, Kenny. He might as well be his son. When he's talking to Kenny about it, and he's like, you don't want anybody aggressive like her. And it's very true. Like, Acosta, there's going to be a major thing that happens with her because first of all, she's brand new. And yet, like Tyra said, we keep getting her over and over and over and over again. So she got to do something. I don't know exactly what it is just yet. Well, I feel like I know what it is, but we shall see. But at the end of the day, her and reaching for that gun tells me everything that I need to know. She is ready to get she is ready. She don't need a gun. So been over her, been tired of her. Victor, poor baby. I just want to give him a hug and just rub his back and just keep saying woo, 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 woo. Because Victor he need more than his mama hugs. He need more than his mama Tabitha hugs. He need just something. Baby. Girl, I think he need a black woman hug. I don't know.
A black woman hug. A black church hug. Oh, baby.
A good old black Southern church hug.
So he gets free with his axe because who gonna check him, boo? and he gets out into the forest and he's ready to chop down the tree. He done got a couple licks in the little portal bottle tree. And here we see a boy in white who's not so much a boy, but a teenager in white. Okay. All grown up, talking about, Victor, I don't know what you think you got going on, but you're not going to chop down this tree. Yes, I am. Everything's changed. Everything's different. And he says, Victor, quit it. I mean, he's like, I don't care about all that. Just don't do it. But you were my friend. I'm still your friend, Victor. Well, why won't you help? Because I ain't helping y'all no more. Y'all, I tried enough. Y'all got to come to the conclusion yourself. He said, listen, I tried to get Tabitha. I done pushed her through the window to try to get her free. And she ended up back here. I'm done helping you. I'm done. And he said, well, you're different. You look different. He says, yes, I'm changing. Everything else in the From is changing as well. EJ, talk to me about this experience with the boy in white, this interaction. How have things changed and what do you think this means going forward?
I mean, clearly the boy in white is fed up with them just like everybody else. I mean, it is very clear. His whole demeanor has changed. He's like, look, I tried to talk to Christopher about this. He didn't want to listen. You out here losing your mind about to chop down the tree. Clearly, these trees are here for a reason. Like, clearly, these trees were created for a special type of reason, and I don't really need you cutting them down. And here you are about to try to chop this tree down. I'm tired of y'all. Like, the boy in white is done with everybody at this point. He's like, y'all are not going to save the children. I don't know who's going to help y'all figure this out your doggone self, because I'm tired of trying to give you clues to get up out of here and y'all don't listen. And Victor, you just keep forgetting every doggone thing. How could I tell you if you forget everything? Because Victor don't remember nothing, y'all. Like, he really don't remember anything. So I feel like the boy in white, literally, you can see the change on him. He's not that same innocent person anymore. With all the changes that's really happening in the place, I feel like it's also affecting them as well. Like, something major is happening and there's about to be a big shift. And I'm here for the ride to see exactly what it is, because I really feel like something is about to hit the fan.
I mean, I think so too. And y'all know how I've always thought, if you've watched any of my recaps, the boy in white, you know, very similar to the Ankui crew, right? Except he's always pristine. His white is always clean. He doesn't have the scars. His face isn't. So I'm like, I wonder if he died naturally or something like that, as opposed to them being sacrificed. But there is some pureness and innocence to him. I think and along with the children, because I still think that the Ankui crew are going to be helpful. I don't think they're nefarious. But Tyra, talk to me about this grown-up boy in white, this grown boy in white, and what it means for the From and what it'll mean for Victor going forward.
Try harder, Knickerbockers. Like, when did you try? What vital information did you give? Because I swear I missed it. When he rolled up with this little man voice, his little pubescent voice transitioning with his raid, I said, who you mad at? Who you mad at? Who you raising your voice at, young man? I tried. When? Because we missed it. You pushing to like, baby, try harder. I'm sorry. Trying and being helpful is not you rolling up with all white on, feeling godly, giving us Riddler-like messages. When? Like, if I have to read riddles and put two and two together and read into, like, that's not helping. Like, I was proud of Victor in this moment for all that he has been doing in this episode, when he directly said, just help me. Tell me exactly what I need to do. You just got to figure it out on your own. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Victor probably forgot what he done told him. He done probably gave him the answer 2 years ago.
Lord,
Exactly.
Well, give it to somebody else. Where's Ethan? Where's Baby Yoda? Give it to. It's just not like he rolled up like he was disappointed. Like, I have been trying so hard to help you losers, and y'all not taking the hint and saving the children and getting out of this situation. Try harder, baby, or relay your message. Where's Ethan? Ain't Ethan the next prophecy? Give it to Ethan. He's the only other kid there. Like, it's just not enough. Like, I didn't care about him rolling up and saying nothing. But you're gonna tell me I can't chop down these trees, but you couldn't even tell me why. Like, get out of my face, little boy, little man.
He said he's tired, and I'm still confused about how we save children who are already dead. But nevertheless, I digress. Dane C, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Acosta is my favorite character. She would be Dane. I get it. I get
Lies
it.
you tell, Dane.
I get it for you, Dane. I understand.
Trolling at its best.
At its best. Now we're back to Sarah and her voices, right? And we know the last time Sarah heard voices, she slit her own brother's throat trying to take out baby Ethan. But now she gets a new message from the Farmville creatures that are telling her that Fatima did not leave of her own free will and volition, that somebody took her and that she's very close, but they'll never find her in time, whatever that means. And she's like, stop it, leave me alone, leave me alone. And I'm like, girl, you wasn't doing all that before when you was ready to slice throats when they was talking to you. You was kiki giggling. So I'm saying now they're just giving you a message. They're laughing. Okay, girl, well, why does that have you rolling in a fit on the floor? But she does get this information. She takes it directly to Boyd and them and is like, listen, this is what they told me. And immediately after, we will see the town meeting. But talk to me for a minute, EJ, about Sarah and her voices, and what is this going to mean? Is this a one and done situation, or is this the return of the voices for Sarah?
Listen, I was so mad at them. Like, I need them to leave Sarah alone. Sarah has been through a lot, and these voices got her in so much trouble. She finally got her house back, y'all. Like, finally, she don't have to be outside in the woods nowhere trying to survive and all of that. So I just need the voices to chill out. These voices are petty. Like, when you talk about petty, they are the pettiest of the pettiest. You're gonna give this message to Sarah out of all the people to give the message to, of course, right? You're gonna give it to her, and then you're gonna taunt them with the fact that they're not going to be able to find her. I hate these doggone voices at this point. And for Sarah, at the end of the day, Sarah is on the edge always to me. Like, I like Sarah, but at the same time, I feel like Sarah is always right there on the teeter of the edge, and y'all got to watch her because y'all never know what she might do. Because sometimes I feel like she can still be influenced by the voices if need be. But I don't know. You know, I want to believe in her, but
it don't take much. Like I said, it didn't take Big Sleepy, but one conversation, one Polaroid, and he was completely
on a mission. On a mission.
I'm just, it just boggles my mind. The fact, and I think the next time, if this is persistent for season 4 and going forward, I think she'll move in silence. I think she will do all her deeds in silence going forward. And I think she'll be smarter next time. But she's probably going to unalive somebody because she's not too far removed. I don't believe her redemption tour. Tyra, talk to me about Sarah. And are the voices here to stay?
They better be. What we're not going to do is use Sarah as the plot device. We ain't heard one voice all season, and here it goes. I'm like, right, damn it, right after she put that broken ornament together, she had just had a little peaceful moment, and y'all came and snatched it right back. Like, this felt contrived. This felt like that whole scenario of getting Boyd and Jim out. You know, Thomas on the phone. Hey, mom's out there in the ambulance, and she's going. I was like, what are you guys giving her this information for? For them to do what with it, and do some bidding for you to catch somebody in a certain predicament? I don't know. It felt like it felt a little shady because we're not telling it to help. We're not, you know, you're saying this for us to be out here seeking and looking and like, because you're never going to find her. So, you know, do what you got to do. She said they were laughing.
She rolling around on
the
the
voices
floor.
were laughing. Like, yeah, we're having a kiki about it. I wouldn't even, you know, take heed of it. But yeah, leave Sarah alone. And this better not be the last time we hear the voices, because it shouldn't be, you know, plot driven. It should be, you know, natural, because them voices was on her neck last season.
That part. Now let's tell the town. Boyd gets in there with his fingers up because, you know, he put your fingers in the sky. All right. He, you know, listen, they've got Fatima. You know, because boys stay lying. Could it be them people that may have come in and snuck in unawares? You know that Fatima is out here on the run because she's a killer dilla. But he tells them, go 2 by 2 out everywhere, and we are going to get it done. They pair Donna and Acosta. Julie goes with Tab. Jim, you know, I don't know if he takes baby Ethan or whatever, but they are sent out on a mission to go forward, and find Fatima. Okay, whoop-de-doo ding dong. Meanwhile, Jade, my bookie, y'all see him. Y'all see that salt and pepper beard? I just got to take a moment for it.
We saw it.
We saw it.
When I tell you Jade is so fine. And he's the clue. But anyway, he's up on his ladder, the bottle tree, getting the things, you know, because he's like, I need to get some answers, because he's still on a mission. Like I told you, my man is going to get to the bottom of this at some point, right? But jump scares, and what do Jasper and Chris want? Because the way this little slappy Jasper jumped bad at him when Jade was talking reckless. He was like, what are y'all? I talked to enough of y'all. What are y'all up here for? And Slappy, aka Jasper, went, and he almost fell off the ladder. I was ultimately tickled. And then we see Victor's brother daddy, Henry, come right up at the most inopportune time before we can even question Chris and Jasper. I tell y'all he's an op. Y'all keep playing in my face like I don't know what I'm talking about. But I know Henry, Victor's brother daddy, is up to no good around the neighborhood. Tyra, talk to me about this whole moment. Were you scared? Did you jump when Jasper jumped? And why was Henry right there before Jade could even have a conversation?
You know I didn't. In what conversation? They wasn't going to allow that. They weren't going to allow that. They are one and the same. He was about to have a conversation with himself. These are the conversations and the things in Fromville that I have been waiting to happen. Let Victor's mom come back in some way, shape, or form and visit Tabitha, have a conversation down. Let this happen. Let's talk about. Let's do some context clues. Somebody give some intel on something. Talk about something. Him just sitting there on the rooftop and Slappy saying, like why? Why? Like, for me, it was the fact that Baby Jay didn't give a damn. He said, "What town meeting? Who's missing? What? Fatima? Oh, really? Well, all right. I mean, I was like, he don't give a damn. I don't know what we have Victor's brother daddy there for. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I thought it would be clearer where he stood at this point. It just seems like at this moment, he's just juggling with, how do I be a dad to Victor in the state that he's in? And, a little, of course, that guilt. And that's when he's not drinking. I don't know. Like, I mean, but like an op in what way? Like, what?
He's here to delay progress. He is an enemy of progress. You understand? He is there just to make things harder, for time to run slower, just to be a menace to damn society. Because here's the thing.
I don't think so. Even last episode, he was like, Jim, listen to your wife. I didn't listen to mine. I don't want you to make those same mistakes. Listen to your wife. Like,
no, because he don't know, because he just wanted a bottle of liquor. He would say anything to get the lick. I don't care. Listen, here's the thing about Henry. Henry is an op first class, and let me tell you why. He's there at any inopportune moment to slow him down. Why you got to do that? He's there to make you question your first mind, okay? He's there to make you stop and think too long, because if you study long, you study wrong. You learn that when you play spades.
He did something to Jade's progress on that bottom.
No, he's trying to. He is like a stumbling block. He is like the thing that we pray against. You know what I mean? As we're walking out our journeys in life, you want to avoid Victor Brother Daddy. You want to avoid a Henry. And also, he's here to ask stupid damn questions, because don't ask me about what I'm talking to in the from when you know this is not a normal place. You know it's not a normal place, sir. You've been here long enough and you're acting stupid. You're feigning ignorance, and I don't like it. I don't trust them dark rings around his eyes. I don't trust anything about him. I don't.
Go to somebody feature.
Yes, because I don't trust that. Look, you see that's from drinking. He is a degenerate alcoholic. I'm 99.9% sure. You see how red his ears are out there? That's probably a sign of liver damage. I don't trust this man. I don't trust the husband he was. I don't trust that he's a good father. I don't like anything about him.
Well, what are you saying? Like, if he was trash, like maybe he was trash and Victor just doesn't remember?
I agree. He blocked it out. Yes, he was too young.
I thought that at first.
He might have beat his wife.
I thought that too.
Run off into the forest.
I did.
What was the explanation as to why the family was there and he wasn't? What happened? I don't remember.
Y'all put it in the comments, because I don't know that part. I just know I don't trust it.
He just said that they went somewhere. I don't know, girl. I don't know. But I thought what Ashley thought at first. I was like, oh, this daddy was out here beating on the mama, and he was out here, and Victor don't remember all the stuff that he did, because Victor don't remember ish.
I thought whatever it was going to, even if it was sparse, present itself in some form by now. Or even within his interactions with Victor. We haven't seen him do anything. He's just here.
He drinking a lot of liquor, okay? That's what he is doing. And he is letting it be known that it can happen, and that everybody else keep acting like this liquor is bad. Henry don't. Jay got the correct formula.
Get on his side and, be a plot device to dash, shed a little tear for pour out a little liquor for the dead homies, and Victor gonna be emotional. It might be one of those situations because I really don't see Henry being calculated at all. You can't keep putting that on the old people, okay? We put that on Tilly. We ain't doing it again.
Listen, that's what the writers want us to believe, and that's the lead.
I don't know about that, Ash, but I do believe that he is an alcoholic.
A degenerate alcoholic. Them rings around his eyes have not left. I don't trust him at all. And then furthermore, Jade, my Buki with the full beard, y'all see it. He has to tell him about his son. Like, give grace to your son. Your son's out here being Tarzan, and you're complaining that he don't eat with a fork. You know what I'm saying? It's petty. It's petty, Victor, brother, daddy, Henry. Just love that son. He's delayed. He's on the spectrum. He is neurodivergent. He's maybe a combination of some of the things. You know what I'm saying?
He say all of that, Ash?
No, I said a combination.
You're not gonna give Jade no smoke about not giving a damn that pregnant Fatima was missing. He was like, well,
because he left.
He don't care about nobody.
Because he's like, I need to work harder to get us through to get out of from. Jade is on a mission.
Jade is going to get people murked. Jade is not saving a damn soul. Jade is Christopher. Christopher did not save anybody. Like, he ain't saving nothing. I promise he not.
How we know he's dead? How we know he's dead?
Because I know. Okay, I know. I've been through that. All seeing them signs, the changing, all of that, all the traits from season 2 up until now has told us that he is Christopher. I thought we would have more interaction now. I don't know why they played with us on that rooftop, but Jade is not the savior. He is not. He might be, I don't know. He's not. I just
let me tell you, Andrew YB, why Jade is not, because I rarely do this. I don't answer questions. I'm about to run the ad real quick. But how is Jade not a degenerate alcoholic too? Because Jade is a victim of his circumstances, and it was temporary. It was temporary. He only did that since he'd been in the from. He fell on hard times. That man was going through it, and he needed a drink to sleep at night. Them voices, the hallucinations. He has this burden to save everyone, and he didn't know how to deal with it.
Actually,
so he turned to the bottle for a little while.
He literally left things. He said, Fatima is missing. I'm going to head on down to that town meeting. Maybe I can see Victor. Well, yeah, I'm going to go to the bar and have me a drink. Like, he left and said he was going to have a drink, Ashley. And how do we know that Henry isn't a victim of his circumstances? He done lost children. He was blamed the wife. He started drinking because of it. This is one and the same. Jade is a whole alcoholic.
No.
Yep. That is true. That is true, Ash. That's true.
Go liver for liver. Go liver for liver. Look at him.
Oh my goodness.
So that liver gonna look, that's different. I'm sure he's been drinking longer, but we're not gonna act like we didn't have Tom show up. Like, hey, if you put that bottle down and get sober, maybe we can get closer to figuring something out.
And he did.
Barely.
I'm just saying. What we're not going to do is compare that cirrhosis liver to my baby Jade's liver. Listen, Jade is he is burdened with glorious purpose, just like Loki, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
And this is just a side note. And thanks so much for everybody being here. The 170 people that are in the building. We appreciate you so much for being here. But why is Bacta in the damn kitchen? This is my question. This is an observation, and we don't have to spend a ton of time on it. But why is she wearing the apron? Why is she in the kitchen? I don't like it. EJ, I'll start with you because
I'm not answer this.
I will. You can answer it. You know why?
I cannot answer this question. Listen, Bacta said that she just want to cook for the people and make them feel better. Like she need to have a sense of belonging, and she needs
like mammy, like a mammy.
No, because I don't like it. We already got Elgin over there, giving John coffee. We already got him over there and trapping the helpless white woman. And then we put back of all places. The way I thought that Bacta was going to be an asset. When she sat on that bus and said, whatever else happened, boy, I'm going to step up. I'm going to have your back. She seems to be very rational. She seems to have sense. And I feel like she might be handy with a weapon. Like, as far as who needs to be having autonomy over a situation to do a little delegating, I was like, Bacta might be an asset. And then we put her in the kitchen and we replace another minority that was in the kitchen, why the whites can't go in the kitchen? Put Jim ass in the kitchen, and then Ethan go trash her pancakes. You better eat them damn Aunt Your Mama pancakes, Ethan. Talking about you can miss Miss Chin all you want to. We didn't have to put her in the kitchen. I'm here for it, you know. Ethan, they maybe have a little camaraderie, kind of, you know, because Ethan needs somebody. He ain't got them damn parents, and Julie going off into the ruins. But it said a whole lot that out of all the places we put back to in the kitchen.
That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say, because we had to talk about it because why? But again, thank y'all so much for being here. We appreciate you. We will be right back after this commercial break, because
Shout out to Bonnie.
Hey, put your fingers in the sky if you want.
Place will not break
Put your
us.
finger in the sky.
The only way we go home.
Put your fingers in the sky if you want. Hey, put a finger in the sky if you want a nigga. Hey, put your fingers in the sky if you want. Hey, put a finger in the sky if you want a nigga. Hey, put your fingers in the sky if you want. Sometimes you worry about the things you can provide for you. Whenever you around, I seem to
Place
come
will not
alive
break
for you.
us.
I finally recognize
The only way we go home.
for you. Although I know your man that trust me, he would die for you. These quiet thoughts that you've been going on for years now. I saw you in the party, soft lips, start smoking. I came to talk to you, but homie interfered now. He introduced you as his girl and I was heartbroken. Some people talk about that love at first sight shit. To keep it real, I don't
Place
know
will
whether I
not
believe
break
it's
us.
true. But if it is,
The only way we go home.
Right, if I fell in love with you.
Together.
Okay. They need good food. I don't know what y'all talking about.
No, after that conversation, especially when we had Kenny in there with Acosta, kind of acting in a way that his mom would, I thought maybe Kenny would be transitioning to be kind of in that position and maybe, you know, be in that kitchen, maybe having the new inhabitants of From come there, get advice and get settled, whether it's Acosta or whoever. We ain't have to put back there in that kitchen. It just, I don't know. It don't smell right.
They said they needed some good old home cooked food. Forget all that other stuff. They needed flavor in their food. They needed onion powder and garlic powder and stuff. Okay, and seasoning. Okay, some ghost on. They didn't want that other stuff. Y'all know how it is. Don't play. They needed seasoning.
as we're out of the kitchen, out of the diner with Bacta, Jim is on an apology tour. Okay.
Oh.
He goes to see Randall to ask about his child, and Randall says, teach the heifer how to drive, Jim. Like, you go and do that. Worry about your children, because it ain't got nothing to do with me. He goes and talks to Tabitha. I'm so sorry that I've been a trash husband. I support you, sis. I support you in whatever you do. I'm going to be right there. I'm going to hold your hand. And she has the audacity to say, yeah, you know, there's something Julie's not telling us. Let's not pretend like you guys are aware of the conditioned minds, hearts, and emotions of your children, because you're not. Let's not do that. Finally, Ethan, it's not your fault you told her to go into the ruins. It's not his fault, because Julie brought him there. It was the projection and audacity, even in his conversation with Ethan, that pissed me off, Jim. Because at what point are you just going to own it? You know, no, it's this place. It makes us all feel bad for stuff. No, Jim, you should feel bad because you are a trash and terrible person and parent for me. And the fact that, I mean, Tab is soaking this up, it's too little too late, in my opinion. I'm going to start with you, Tyra. Why is Jim on this apology tour? What does it mean?
Not them trying to redeem poor parenting. Like, how agile he and Tabitha were. Like, oh my God, Julie's where? Oh God, come quick. I was like, really? And it wasn't even just this for me. It was him talking to Randall. Like, first of all, keep that over there. Don't go off up in Randall's. You were just in Jay's face last episode, please, sir. And it's just like, well, you know, Julie has been different since, you know, everything happened and you guys were in the cave. And like, yeah, can you tell me anything? Like, I don't know how to be an active dad when Julie's like this. She's not telling me. I was like, let's not act like we have tried to spare any amounts of time to really invest in her and see if she's okay. See where she's at mentally. The way he jetted out the door last episode, like, all right, she got your brother. I gotta go. He didn't even say nothing. He didn't even say that. I'm giving him too much. He just left. Like, so this felt like some type of redemption type situation. Like, okay, I'm going to stop being a skeptic, Tabitha. I'm going to listen and really adhere to what you have to say. We need to really be attentive and listen to Julie. Now she riding around with grown ass Randall. Yeah, I don't like. I need to be here. I need to spend some time. But it said a whole lot that it took for Fatima to go missing, for us to 2-2 a situation, for them to spend time with their children. Trash.
Exactly. And RC, listen, with these shows, with these characters, baby, it's forever. It's up and it's stuck, and I don't give a damn. I'm going to talk about Jim until I can't talk about Jim anymore. I'll probably talk about him worse. So if that's a problem for you, I apologize in advance. It'll never stop. It'll never stop. It didn't even stop with Tilly. I talked about her real bad too. You should go back and watch.
I don't understand why
because
we're giving Jim or Tabitha grace for poor parenting. They are trash parents. Why are we giving them grace?
Listen, it'll never be done for me. It's forever. It's up and it's stuck for me. But that's just me. That's just how I am with these characters. Shannon, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. No theories, just a restless fan seeking answers. Thank you for keeping me engaged in this show. Well, thank you for being here, friend. We appreciate you and all of the support. And thank you so much for being a member and a sweet pea. Love you down real bad. But yeah, RC, he never has he been a better parent than Tabby. Equal, maybe. I kind of give Tabby the edge. Is Jim a better parent than Tabby? EJ, I'll start with you. No.
Can you hear me? No. Heck no. I mean, these two are at the same with parenting. Maybe when we first started, I might have given Tabitha a little more in that department. But as we've kind of went on, I mean, they both the same for me. I don't think one negates the other. You know what I'm saying? I don't think one thing is better than the other thing. She literally left her kids knowing that, well, I can't remember exactly what it was, but she turned around and left immediately, right? Knowing that they had just went through something traumatic. I can't remember what it was, but y'all know they went through a lot of traumatic stuff. And then we got Jim. I'm never going to get over the fact that he walked right past that girl. That was hard. That was harsh to me. Like, you walked right past, she walked in the house. You ain't seen her. My mama say it don't cost nobody nothing to say good morning. Like, if you walk, if you walk in the house, you say good morning, right? Or if you you just always speak. Like, I don't understand why anybody is going to give Jim grace after he did that. I don't know. It's something about speaking for me, y'all. You need to speak. Say good morning to me. Damn it.
No, he's in this episode like he's just clueless with Julie. Julie, if she ain't did nothing amongst all her attitude and distance, she said verbatim, I need you to step up, Dad. I need you to be here, be present. I can't do it alone. I need you to be here for Ethan. I can't what more does she need to say? And it feels like you have gone in the opposite direction. But now it's like, I've seen the error of my ways. Oh, Henry said I need to listen to my wife last episode. Let me act like I have some sense and start apologizing and making amends. All right, it's episode 9, Jim.
Too little, too late, Jim. I mean, and I don't want to say well, yes, I do, because Jim really is useless. Somebody said in the comments, I can't remember exactly what you said, so forgive me if I misquote you, but y'all basically said that Jim was, I can't remember what y'all said, but let me just say this. Jim ain't done nothing, like nothing at all. From the moment when he came there, he decided he was going to build an antenna, right? Well, that was stupid. I mean, we wasted time and resources on building this antenna that did nothing for us. And after that, what? And then there was the moment when he decided that he was going to run off with Randall, when he was going to go mutiny on people. And then people got hurt, right? Because of this. So what has Jim really, really done that has been of any use? Like, just because you say a few I'm sorry's does not absolve you of all the ish that you have done in the past. Like, I'm sorry, but Jim is a trash character. I know they want us to like him, but he is not likable.
Girl, then Tabitha. I lost all hope with Tabitha. Tabitha will be just down and out, and I don't have time. But somehow, we know why, but she always has time for Victor. All the softness, parenting, sincerity that she takes out time to show Victor, she rarely gives that to her own children. So get out of my face. You can go with your husband. I just want to say that. Don't leave her out.
Y'all not wrong.
Oh,
Y'all
she
not
can get
wrong.
it too, girl. She can get it too. Like I used to like Tab, but then at some point she just became just like. But hers is just different from his, and it's like packaged in this. But she cares about this part. But she does this. But no. But what about her children? There's no way in the world I would have left my children and ran off into that doggone tree, knowing anything could happen. Look, what's his name? Ended up in a doggone swimming pool. Like we knew that you could end up anywhere. I get that you was like, let me try to help my child. Let me go. No, I'm gonna stay right here to the end. Like, period. Like, I'm not finna get up here. I don't know.
Talk about it. Well, let's talk about the Matthews family as a whole, because they are just trash since they entered the From. How many casualties have been a result of their antics? Jim and Tab, they have left a trail of bodies in their wake, and you know they're the ones that survive, and it's so annoying to me. This is the one of the worst families in TV history, in my opinion. But let's ease on down this road. The audacity of it all, because Big Sleepy, now you a charmer, now you a liar, manipulator, now you gonna go out here and join the search party with the man whose wife you have absconded with. Big Sleepy, who knew you had it in you, and Ellis being just as
dense.
That's a good word for it, because I was going to say something really offensive. But yeah, you're being as dense as you want to be, that you can't read through Big Sleepy's, mirage. Oh yeah, I had a friend that went missing one time when we were kids, but he was just at a park across the street. My wife is not at a park, Big Sleepy. Help me look for her. Not at any time as he's telling you, this could be a good thing for From. Maybe she's out there putting in that work to get us all to go home. And I want to know what demon spirit told Big Sleepy that he was smart enough to go and even have this type of experience with Ellis. This was diabolical by the writers, by the showrunners. Why did you waste 5-10 minutes on this? Tyra, talk to me about the audacity of it all. What is Big Sleepy's mission with this?
When did he get this calculated? I was like, and then it's not even like okay, if Big Sleepy did a whole tonal shift and his complete aura and persona was different overnight and he really transitioned, it's like they didn't fully commit. I would have been like, oh, we never saw that coming. That's what's been concealed in there this entire season. He's diabolical. He's evil. He's doing the behavior, but it's still packaged as Christopher Robin. Get away. You're not smooth, baby. It's not smooth. It's not conveying what you think. You're telling on yourself. You're making it very obvious that, hey, Big Sleepy probably knows if he doesn't know where she is, he knows something and he's lying. Of all the people, you would think that he would be trying to stay as distant away. Let me make sure, no, you partnered up because you feel guilty, because you know where she is. And the fact that you feel guilty means that you know that something is wrong. But you're in your mind, old skinny kimono lady, the Skeletor kimono chick said that it was for the good of the people. We're going to get to go home. But I really feel bad. He's probably concerned about her. Let me go over there and put a Band-Aid on it and tell on myself. He's gonna get his ish rocked. He's gonna get his ish rocked. Ellis is dense, but he won't be dense for long.
Not they called Ellis Christopher Robin, Tyra.
Christopher Robin.
Christopher Robin.
Blueberry and Christopher Robin, child. He's there, but he won't be there for long. He's saying too much. And by the lake, and this isn't a key moment. How do you know for sure that she's so safe and she's so okay? Unless you took her or you know exactly where she is. He gonna get messed up. This is a bad idea.
But post stink, Ellis isn't even bright enough to catch that tea.
Give him some time. He needs some time. You already know how Ellis be.
How long do we gotta let him cook, EJ? How long does Ellis
No, Angela, well, hold on. And I don't know if you got a clip for that, but the fact that when Boy goes to Kenny, I need to know you got my family back. I need to know that you're gonna be here. He didn't tell Elgin that.
Oh no, yeah, we're gonna get to it. I got a slide for that.
He ain't got it like that. We know that.
No, he don't, because he's too worried about Fatima. He know that he would never be the person to be able to. He just don't. But I do feel like he's clicking. I feel like you can see his wheels turning a little bit. It's like they're trying. It's like the light. The light bulb that it wanna come on, it's about to go out, and you keep trying, it just keep kind of tinkering like that. That's how his is. Eventually it come on, and you're gonna have to change the light bulb eventually, but eventually it'll stay on for a little while, right? That's what's about to happen to Elgin. Elgin is gonna figure it out because he keeps looking at him like why are you saying this? Like, what is what? And Big Sleepy, this was the stupidest thing you could ever do. Because if this is me, the first thing I'm asking you is like, bro, how you know? Why is you being all extra right now? We don't even know each other. When is the last time that we even talked to each other? Like, do we hang out? Why you even here? Like, but I just be agitated like that. So, I might not be the right person to for this, but I get real agitated if somebody just kept saying something like that to me. I would have been like, something's not right with you. But I do feel like he's gonna eventually figure it out. But the thing is I feel like what Tyra is saying is right. Right now, Elgin is very, very not Elgin. Ellis is very, very on edge about Fatima, even though he has this meek, mild spirit. And I feel like he can channel. I feel like he can channel his daddy. He can channel his daddy when his daddy is on edge. And I feel like if he channel his daddy on edge, Elgin might need to watch out at some point. But I did think Elgin was gonna take him to the upper room in that water when we went out there by that river. I said, is he about to take him out?
Gonna tussle. He was like, well, maybe next episode.
Oh, Lord, not wade in the water.
Pipe down.
Meanwhile, Donna and Acosta are out on a mission. Acosta, pipe down, is what Donna basically said, and I'm paraphrasing, because Acosta, again, top cop. She want to be the one. Well, why haven't we gone to question Sarah? Donna said, Sarah ain't do this now. Well, how do you know who did it? Who did? I'm not telling you all that right now, but let me tell you something about this place here. I need you to live a little bit longer in the from. You come in here trying to throw your little badge around, throw your little weight around, Acosta. Girl, you're not her. Like, you're not her. And if you want to make it in this town, just sit back, relax, and you might learn something. EJ, talk to me about this interaction with Acosta. I want Acosta to fall off the highest cliff, to fall into the deepest ditch, get run over by the ambulance, or something of that sort, because I'm over looking at that weird look she has on her face, the way her chin always juts up. Like, I'm just so over Acosta and what she represents. But talk to me about this interaction. Did Donna go in on her enough?
Listen, I don't think she did. I'm telling you, White Costa has written all over her forehead. That's exactly what she has. I don't know if you caught my whispers, but that's what she has written all over her forehead. She is about to literally go ham on them. Like, all it's going to take is the right situation, because we already know that she about to split the people down the middle, right? We going to split the people down the middle. She's going to be at the head of all of this, and she's going to be the one taking charge, telling everybody to turn against Boyd, because she has a thing against Boyd anyway. So we already know that that's where this is headed. But all I want her to do, Ashley, this is really what I want her to do. I just want her to change her damn clothes. If she just change her doggone clothes for like 1 second, maybe if she just goes civilian mode, because right now I think this uniform gives her like some kind of power. Like, she feels like, oh my God, I put on this power and I'm still this. Girl, you are nobody's cop. Like, nobody cares anymore. Take this uniform off, take a bath, take a shower, do something.
No, she's top cop. She's never taken it off. She's unless somebody makes her. She loves it. She likes what it represents. She feels like she's somebody. I'm somebody. Tyra, talk to me about Acosta and Donna. Acosta, pipe down, sis. Pipe down, niece.
This is all the ammo she needs, because I asked you. I asked you. You lied to me in those woods. She's a traitor. She's over there with Boyd. Charge! And they're going to knock everything down. And they're just going to knock everything down. It's going to be wood everywhere in the damn colony house. Like, all of this entitlement. Like, girl, sit down. Sit down. Like, I need her to fall into the deepest pits of Fromville. Because, we don't learn until we get it. Like, we can't really tell you too much of anything. She's trying to make sense and be logical. Like, well, why would they tell Sarah that? Why would they just tell her exactly where she is? Why do we have to go? Because that's how it operates here. And I don't have time to coach you through anything. And what sense would it make anyway? I wouldn't even waste any time, because Kenny tried to do the same thing last episode and you didn't give a damn. You're not listening. She wants to be logical and be a cop. That's why she ain't taking off this damn uniform and it's glued to her body. Like, that's not You're out of that. Like, I would think that the occurrences that she's seen so far would be enough for her to realize this isn't a real place. This isn't any way to be logical or to try to make things make sense. And maybe I do need to listen and take heed to what some people have to say, because I don't understand a damn thing about this place. Even, Donna being patient, like, after we find, like, make yourself useful and I'll tell you about, I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you anything, and you've lost like any privilege that anybody would feel the need to take you in and show you the ropes are, because you being so anal and a little asshole. She's annoying as hell. She is annoying, and she is super entitled. And the fact that every single time something pops off, she reaches for their hip, it's an issue.
Oh yeah,
it's an absolute issue. Like she don't like. We worried about them creatures. Like the fact that we had like. Fromville is an issue and enough. We have an op on the outside who would willingly kill a person. All of that, give her a chance, let her rock, Nikki. Yeah, that was that one incidental thing. Let Victor had popped out with an axe and she doesn't know how it works and how Victor works. She would have shot Victor. So when he had a weapon, he was going like, girl, she is on edge and she needs to sit down. And I just really wanted Thumper to thump her in the middle of her damn forehead. But I guess we didn't have time for that either because we're looking for Fatima.
We don't have time for it, but get her out of there. Now, I wondered about this because now we're in the woods, and of course, Boyd and Kenny are out there searching for Fatima together, and they always have their deepest moments in the woods. I said, what is that about? What is that significant of? We know that Kenny is the child that Boyd always wanted. And didn't quite get in Ellis, but he asked Kenny in this moment, take my place. Listen, the Parkinson's is back. It's sped up. It's in my leg now. Like, listen, or however Parkinson's works, y'all. I don't know. Just no disrespect. But take my place. I need somebody to take over this town because Acosta, she not it. She hot-headed. She's not teachable. She don't want to listen. She's not going to sit down and learn anything. She thinks she knows every damn thing because she's been to the academy. Okay. So I need you to take my place, Kenny. And Kenny says, you know what? Listen, Dad, I can't take your place. All right. I won't take your badge, but I will be your deputy. And so now we see this rekindling, I guess, of kind of that father-son, deputy sheriff relationship that was before. My only concern with Kenny is that he's still harboring so much pent-up emotion, and we've never seen that explosion yet. And again, it didn't have to manifest the way we think it might in Rage. But I mean, we got a piece of it when he wanted to light the little caves, up or whatever. But to me, that wasn't the fullness of it. You've lost your father. You've lost your mother. You have no one left in this world. I still think there's something under the surface that Kenny hasn't let out yet. And I'm really interested if we're going to get to see that in season 4. EJ, talk to me about this whole interaction. Take my place. And is there still something left in Kenny to explore in terms of all of the loss, or is this just Kenny? He's never going to change.
I think that Kenny is just where he is at this point. And I think this place isn't going to allow him to really explore any of that. I think that you don't have time to figure it out. You don't have time to allow things to move on. Like, this place is a constant reminder of everything that it has taken away from him. And so I think he's just who he is at this point. And I think this place is slowly changing him. But I do see glimpses of him, like that Kenny that we saw before, but I don't think he'll ever be the same. I love this for them. I've always liked these two characters. I like the relationship that they have. I always thought that he was more of a son than Ellis was. I mean, honestly, if we didn't know that Ellis was his son, I would never have thought that Ellis was his actual son. And I think that I love that Boyd has that, because I will ride for Boyd 100%. I don't care what decision Boyd's make. I get that he done made some questionable ones, but he done went over and beyond for these people. And if they lose Boyd and have to deal with Acosta, because that's where, to me, this is trying to travel, that there's going to be a power struggle, and that power struggle is going to be Acosta versus them. And I believe Kenny will wholeheartedly align with Boyd. I think that this is them aligning together. And when that struggle comes, Kenny will be on this side, and it's going to be Acosta on that side. And I don't know who she's going to have on her side. Maybe Randall or some dog.
Yeah, Brotherhood of the Night's Watch. Brotherhood going to be over there.
Exactly. So I think that's kind of where we're going. We're just kind of like putting people together. Like we're gonna have Donna, Boyd, Kenny, like they're all gonna stand together while the rest of these people are gonna be against them and Acosta.
Mm.
And which is
Tyra,
stupid.
what do you think? Is Kenny going to be on the right side of history? Is he going to be on Boyd's side, if that's right? And what do you think about his character arc and development? Did you expect something more from his character this season?
Girl, I think the opposite. I think he's gonna be over there with Acosta.
Oh, she gonna give him some of that cook nanny, huh?
I think he's gonna
give
be
him some
over
of that
there
cat.
with Acosta. Like the way that he was like, so you want to come and be, my partner? He's like, I mean, I guess. Like, I really don't want to come. Like, there has been no anything with them all season. We haven't seen a whole lot of Kenny all season. We got a little bit of grief, but not a whole lot. The only thing we've been getting from him is this doesn't really feel like home. It never did without my family. That's all I had. And even if I would go home, what the hell do I have to go home to? Like, I've lost everything. And him moving to Colony House, yeah, I think it's over. I don't think.
Tell me this: is it because Acosta gonna give him some cat? Is Kenny finally gonna
if Kenny gets some cat, hallelujah! Give Kenny.
He needs
cat. Free for Kenny.
But not no Acosta cuckoo. No, he don't need none of that cuckoo.
At this point, I don't care. We ain't gonna act like Acosta ain't no dog. What's good, bloody? She might look good, a little good outside her work clothes. We don't know. We ain't seen her take the uniform off.
I look different outside of my work clothes though.
And she might be giving Alicia keys under there. I don't know. Coochie for Kenny. Hashtag Coochie for Kenny in the chat.
Please don't do
Coochie
that.
for Kenny. Drop down in the comments. Hashtag Coochie for Kenny. I'm here for it. I don't give a damn where it come from.
Anyway. I just don't want it to come from there. Ooh.
Anyway, our options are limited. Okay, Christy turned them down plenty of times. We don't got time. Coochie for Kenny. Yeah, I think that whatever they had, that little rapport, I think is gone. I think it's gone, and I think he felt sorry for Boyd in this moment and wanted to tell Boyd something he wanted to hear. And it wasn't like, I'm not even gonna lie to you and go like, he was looking like, who the hell would want to take on your job? I don't want that response. I don't want that. It's like, I mean, I'll be. It felt like pity. Like I'll be your deputy though. Like I'll try to give you some sense of comfort if you're feeling like you might, soon to be on your way out. But yeah, I feel like he's lost a lot. And under Boyd's, reign type situation, a lot has happened on Boyd's watch. And I don't think, the way his mother went out is ever going to really just sit right with him, the dad. Like, yeah, listening to you and following whatever rules has gotten me where. Lost both of my parents. I think that this has been Kenny's villain origin story this whole time, and we didn't even know.
Yeah, I mean, he said it. I lied to you about what happened to your daddy. I lied about Sarah. I lied about this. I lied about it took me 2 days.
He's lying right now about Fatima.
He stay lying.
He stay lying. And then Boyd is not like Boyd of yesteryear is not this Boyd. You don't want to be this Boyd's deputy. Okay? It's just not. I don't. Yeah, this is not going to end well. Go on to the next slide.
Tears for fears. Finally, Tab talks to her eldest child, and she says, "Listen, well, not quite eldest, but you know what I'm saying. Mom, I was just scared. I was down there. I heard your voice. I heard you talking to Victor. You couldn't hear me. I thought I was going to be trapped down there forever. I thought I was going to be alone forever. You'll never be alone here." The verbiage and the way that Tab communicated back to Julie in this moment, the words that she said really stuck with me. Because I'm like, why are you making that distinction that you'll never be alone here? What does that mean? And with the tears for fears, is this a new dawning for their relationship? Because for all intents and purposes, they've honestly been kind of estranged. Julie has been living her own independent single woman life at this point. And Tab has been out on the run, making missions, trying to save the Ankui crew. Tyra, I'll start with you. Talk to me about tears for fears. And why did Tabitha phrase it that way? You'll never be alone here.
Cause that was Victor Mama. I'm telling y'all, she know what's coming. She know what's going on. Like it's hints of Tab, because throughout the episode we have her having a sense of kind of hugging Victor or touching, and it's like something feels off. I'm feeling something. That was the reincarnated point that said that. I was happy here that, I mean, once, if you want to call this confirmation, that it was like, I don't think that was a dream. I heard you. I heard Victor. I think I went somewhere. Like, girl, tell us something we don't know. It definitely wasn't. The question is when and if you are going to go back. I was happy to see them embrace here, because I'm sorry. And, I'm here for Victor, but you've embraced Victor more than enough for us to like, she needed this. She needed to have this release to talk and just talk about how scared she is. But it's Tabitha in the position to, you know, be a strong mom. Like, I hated that we had this moment. Like, she was 2.2 seconds on this hug, and then one of them Akanuka Kanui kids showed up and was like, "Hey, come on this way." I was like, can we have a moment of privacy, please?
No.
Like,
No,
please.
here they came.
But I think that, remember when Thomas was on that phone call and he told Jim, like, they're not your children anymore? Like,
Mhm.
I think I'm thinking we're getting into that, like, because it was no reason. I was like, you showed up on cue. Like, can we not embrace? And there may have been a reason why they've been so distant and haven't been as active as parents this entire time, and we don't even know that. They may just look trash.
Mhm. I mean, we shall see. What do you think, EJ? Tears for Fears, Julie and Tab's relationship going forward, and then immediately after the Ankui crew, and we just gonna get up and blindly follow them wherever they lead. But you was just scared 2 days ago in the house when they
Slide
popped
down
up
the
on
wall.
Yeah, that's what always interests me is that I think we've established at this point that these kids mean her no harm, you know, but why was she so fearful of them when she was in the thing and just screaming? I'm like, I think we already established that. Like, why are we traveling back to the scary part again? She even says it. She says, I think that they want me to help them, you know? So that was weird. But regardless of that, I love the moment between Julie and her mom. I love the fact that Julie was able to talk to an adult because, dang it, Ethan is tired. You know, Ethan is so tired of having to be the adult for these people. You know, he's tired of having to listen to people's problems and figure out thresholds and all these things, right? So it's nice that the adult in the house is actually listening and taking in what's really going on with her. So I love that part of it. I believe she should have followed them. Like, I don't think these children meant her any harm. I think we know that. So I was glad that she followed them. But they are giving mixed clues. I mean, they are giving mixed messages when it comes to the little Ankui children or whatnot. And girl, I really need them to clean them up. Like you said, I mean, they really are dirty.
because they done been through it. They were sacrificed on the bloody rocks.
Hey, whenever they come up out of this, then they'll look like the boy in the Knickerbockers.
And I guess we'll see them
Wow.
ascend into the heavens or something.
Yeah.
I'm really confused about what's going to happen when they save
Because they're
these
dead. They're like,
children.
what are we saving? All right.
But yeah, we're going to blindly follow them down into a cavern somewhere, but we'll get back to that. Because meanwhile, all this is going on in the outside world. Big Sleepy's still gone, but Kimono Dragon is back at it. And she's going to pin Fatima down because she's powerful. She's got all the power. And all Fatima can do is take it. I need to know immediately from you, EJ, what's happening here? What's going on with is Kimono Dragon trying to take something?
Girl, Kimono is
He's a
doing the
midwife?
most.
What's happening?
Kimono, because I definitely spelled kimono wrong on my thumbnail, and somebody came through my thing talking about you spelled it wrong. If y'all don't get out my chat with that dog, not this chat, but if y'all don't get my chat with them misspelled words, yes, it was misspelled. You knew what I was talking about. Listen, first and foremost, the fact that she was able to like actually make herself real, because I thought she was just a figment of everybody's, mental, right? And the fact that she actually is now real and can hold you down, that lets me know a lot. She is not a good entity, because if she was a good entity and meant anybody any good, she would have let this girl scream and let them found her. Like, at the end of the day, why are you wanting her to have this thing so bad? What is the reasoning behind it? Because this is not, everybody knows this is not a good baby. This is not Twilight where baby Renesmee is going to come out and she's going to be good. No, this is not going to be a good baby. We don't even know where this thing came from, for crying out loud. So no, I'm not here for Kimono Lady. I think that I think we got to start paying a little bit more attention to these things that pop up. I mean, clearly, if she can come out in the daytime like this and manifest herself and be real and cover up her mouth, can these monsters do? Like, I'm telling y'all, something about these monsters, they getting advanced, y'all.
That's what the boy, the teenager in white said. He said, listen, it's a new day. Everything's changing. Tyra, talk to me about what Kimono Dragon is trying to do to Fatima on his bed. What's happening?
This bag of bones can touch people now. Like, she been floating around Colony House. Now she can touch people. Like, all right. All right.
And strong, too.
Yeah, very strong. Putting them bones, them skeletons on folks. I was like, girl, get that off of me.
Don't know. She washed her
She
hands.
has a mission. Them uncooey kids came. I don't know if they were going to get her to, and like the fact that first of all, I don't know why Victor was standing in that corner like this was a Blair Witch Project. I was like, what are you praying? What the hell are you doing? Why are you in that corner all ominous? Like, Victor, what the hell are you doing? But he's right there outside of the door. I was like, were they trying to give a warning? Because if she would have screamed, Victor could have heard. Tabitha, they were all right there. It's just like, no, I'm gonna smush that down. You're not screaming. I want to know where she came from. I want to know where that little door that she found, that little bunker door, little cellar door down there. I want to know where that leads to. She's like, we're gonna muffle this scream. You're gonna have this baby. I'm probably gonna deliver this baby. Is she gonna make it? That's the big question. Because if it's a creature, we don't know how this creature comes out. We don't know if it claws its way out. It's just so much we don't know. But she's muffling that scream because you're gonna have the baby. What did he say? It's a baby in there. It's just not your baby. So is it hers? Like, what kind of baby is it?
A demon baby.
A demon baby.
From baby.
This is a demon baby.
And here we go. It's the scene. Victor is down there looking very weird, but he always looks weird. Tabitha goes down there. She's hugging, comforting him, consoling him. Oh no, Victor, it's okay. You're good, baby. It's fine. Let me hug you. Let me embrace you. And in that moment, it's like she flashes to the night that his mama went out into the woods and died. Because of course he's like, it's my fault. I told her X, Y, and Z. So she went out to do it, to rescue the children. And that's when she got caught up. And so when Tabitha is embracing him, she immediately senses, feels, sees the mom hugging these two children. And she backs up away from him. He's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? It can't be true. It can't be true. And then, we see her go through all of the melodramatics that Tab is going to do. But I honestly believe that this is his mama. I know y'all are saying sister, but it was something about the tight shots on the mama's face when they flash back, when she's running through the woods. How would Tabitha know she was running in the woods? She was alone at that point. I honestly believe that this is Victor's mama. I believe Tab is the mama. Every sign to me in this moment points there. Tyra, talk to me about this scene. What'd you think about it? What'd you think about seeing his mama and all that?
Yeah, it was just confirmation. I mean, get on with the show. I knew it. Like, I knew it. It's been there all along. Like, even when she had her little melodramatic, oh, no. Julie was like, Mommy, she was like, don't touch me. Victor, hold my hands. I was like, what?
Exactly.
What? Julie can't hold you, but you gonna let Victor hold your hands? Like, that disconnect that she has and that closeness that she has with Victor, even though, Julie, these are your born children. She's always been extra attentive. Victor, it's rare that he gravitates or messes with anybody there. He's extremely distant and he stays to himself, but he gravitated towards, Ethan. And when he got that window to get close to Tabitha, it's been up from there. This has been his mother. I think the only confusion people are having is that it kind of looks like a third person perspective. Like, not so much here, but when I guess she's running to the tree and, she's getting got by Big Smiley. It's like, well, I'm like, there's no way that the daughter was standing there. So she's seeing, from the daughter's perspective. So it must be the sister. That's not this. That's not this. That's the mama. Your mama is the baby and the baby is the mama, as Jocelyn Hernandez would say. If your mama got the baby, this is the mama, okay? It's Tabitha, and it's been that. If it comes out to be anything else, I will most definitely be surprised. But when she came out and Julie tried to console her and she said, no, don't touch me. It's like, Victor, hold my hand. I was like, oh, damn. All right. Yeah, that's what this is.
And you guys have to think about, we're not saying that this is his literal mother, because of course Tab is too young to be Victor's literal mother. But if we're talking about reincarnation and the possibility of that, I definitely think this is what that is. EJ, what did you think of this scene? Did it touch your heart? Did you cry? Were you emotional? Were you excited to get some clarity?
I'm a crier, but it ain't too much that I'll be crying on when it comes to these from people. But I didn't cry this time, and that's surprising now that I think about it. I think I'm getting emotionally. Yeah, okay, anyway. But yeah, I didn't cry. But however, I am on board with this theory, and I'm going to give you all the props in the world, Tyra. You've been saying this for the longest, since I've been up here hanging out with y'all in the from space. You've been saying it, and I'm finally on board with it. It took me a minute to get here because I didn't see it initially, but this moment solidifies this for me. This says that exactly to me. There's no reason why she should be able to see these memories or recall any of these memories. And then you go back and you think about all the other things. Why was she the one that was able to get out of the place? It only makes sense and why did she go straight to Victor, daddy brother, whoever he is? Why did she go straight to him? Like, why did she end up in that particular space? Like, those are all. Why the bracelet? Why was there the same bracelet as the other? Like, those things now are starting to click for me. They didn't click back then, but they clicking now. But it makes sense. It doesn't make sense for the sister just because. I don't know. It don't make sense for the sister. I don't like the theory of the sister just because of, like I said, the bracelet, just all the things, her being able to see the memories, just like Miranda saw the memories,
everything.
Like
Victor
everything just
leading
lines
her
up.
directly to that damn tree, just like he wanted to do with the mom. Like, I don't know why we couldn't wait to the daytime, but I guess she was
that part. Yeah, all of those things. Yeah, all of those things just run, like just add up to this is definitely that. And girl, I thought I was the only one. I thought it was crazy. I said, did she just like embrace Victor's hand, like let him hold her hand, but was shooing her off? And listen, I don't know who it was. I think it was RC. Shout out to you. You know I love you, but I think you was the one talking about they wasn't no good. They was good parents. Girl, that says she a bad parent again. Again, you gonna shoot her off. And then she was had favoritism. She just realized she was this boy mama, and now she's showing favoritism. Child, please.
Tyra, read your super chat, or whose super chat is this? Is this yours or EJ's? I'm not sure.
It's me. I see it in the chat. Thank you so much. Tab didn't flip out because she realized she was Victor's mom. She flipped out because she realized she's banged Henry in a past life. Girl, baby, that was that husband, okay? Henry ain't always look like that. We don't know what that man looked like way back in them days, okay? Y'all need to stop. Leave Henry alone.
With his red ears, cirrhosis.
I mean, but if we're talking about reincarnation, we could be going on and on and on. I mean, this doesn't just stop here. Miranda could be reincarnated, and this person could be. There's so many different versions you could go with this. Like, I mean, because think about all the things. Like, if she's
everyone a reincarnated being,
exactly, every person could be reincarnated. Like, and they just keep coming back trying to get a redo, or whatever it is. Because I'm telling you, the people in that town. I've been saying this for the longest. The people in that town did something bad. That's the reason why they're there.
Like, maybe you have to die there. You have to die there to be a reincarnation, because if not, like, because Henry was still out there in the outside world. Henry would be Jim. I think you have to die there to be a reincarnation.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I can go with that.
There's just no way. You mean to tell me everybody and their mama in that place cannot be a reincarnation?
No, I don't think everybody is.
It's most definitely Tabitha. It's definitely Jade, because Jade is Christopher. But like, how many of them is it? And what does that mean for Tabitha and her children? Are you just gonna dismiss Julie and Ethan now because you Miranda? Like, don't shoot her hand. I ain't like that.
Okay.
At the end of the day, she still gave birth to them in whatever reality they were. If there's even a reality. If there's really even an outside world at this point. Because at this point, I don't know who these people are, where they came from, how they were created, if they're entities. I don't know anything. But I want to know, since the finale is next week, you guys, this is your time to shine. For $4.99, you can put your theory up and we will discuss it at length. But EJ, I'm starting with you. And I know you're not the predictions lady. So I want to start with you to get your feed, your read on the finale, because next week it's over. We are going to have all of the answers on Sunday.
Girl.
What's going to happen in this episode?
I hope we get a lot of answers in this whole thing. Now, I like everybody else be looking at other people's stuff and they be talking all this craziness and stuff like that. I don't know about this thing that they keep saying about I don't know what that is. So I'm not even going to go there because everybody keeps talking about the big bad, whatever the hell that is. I'm going to stick to what I know. What I know is that we are going to explore this a little bit more about I believe we're going to get the confirmation that Miranda and Tabitha are one and the same. I believe that they're going to lead with that, and we're going to 100% know it. I believe that we're also going to find Fatima, but I think it's going to be way too late. I think that we might start to see the split in this episode. I don't know if we're going to get that split, but I believe we're going to start to see the split talking about Acosta and her trying to take over. I believe she's going to try to assert her power because I believe this might be the time when people figure out that Boyd has been lying, and this might be her move. I don't know. Those are the only theories I got for you. I know they basic, y'all, but that's what I got.
Okay. And you guys, I just want an exciting ending. I want some answers. I want some drama. I want a little bit of bloodshed. That's all I want. I ain't gonna put nothing else on it because listen, I don't know. But Tyra, what are your predictions for the finale?
Girl, I want to see this creature feature. I want to see this baby. I want to see this baby. I want to see it climb. I just feel like it's gonna be like some body horror type stuff. Like, is it just gonna pry its way out of there, like pop out like an alien? Like, what's gonna happen? I want to see that because overnight. She's 39 weeks. She's 39 weeks down there. So we probably I think we're gonna spend majority of the episode on just the birthing of this baby. If it's natural or if it just pries out of there. I don't know. Kimono lady, since she can touch now, she might just pry it out of there like C-section for all we know. Elgin is going to get dealt with. I know Ellis can be a little dense, but if and when he figures it out, and he will, he going to F him up. He's going to mess him up.
Yes, he should.
He should be happy to see him do anything. He already got stabbed. All he got done is been stabbed. That's all Ellis has got done. His mama died and he got stabbed. That's all Ellis has done since he been in.
Like he's gonna turn up because you see them dark circles under his eyes. Ellis is stressed out, and I think you lying. I think we're gonna see him pop off a little bit. You know. Let me think. What else we got going on? Child.
Somebody said death predictions in the chat.
It would be nice to get like some death. Y'all know I'm always here. Like, Big Sleepy can go. Big Sleepy can go on a good day. Acosta could go, even though they are sending her.
Take Acosta out.
She
take
being
Henry out too.
Real present. So Acosta isn't going anywhere. We can't. You know, these damn everlasting Matthews. none of them ever go anywhere. Like, and I'm hoping. I guess it will be Fatima. You know, we will be prepping for Fatima, or maybe giving Ellis, you know, a situation for them to die. But like,
Victor, brother, daddy, Henry, we could die.
But he ain't done nothing to die. Like, at least
Nurse Crackhead could overdose. She could die.
Child said, I thought they were like gearing Sarah up or trying to give her some redemption to kill her off. But just as we got her going with Victor, we put her off by the wayside, and he's been going on ventures with Henry and, you know, everybody else in Tabitha. We kind of beelined her. So I don't even think that's happening anymore. Boy, the breaking Boyd, that needs to happen.
I like that.
Because that's been inching up every single episode. He's getting more and more irrational. So I want to see if he's just gonna just be screaming in the street at nighttime. Say, I don't give a damn, come get me. I don't know. I think Boyd's gonna lose it. I don't know how, but I want to see that. But I hope we get like some type of definitive answers on something. Not a lot, because it's wrong, but I would like to see a little anarchy. If the line could be drawn in the sand, that would be great. But I know that's not going to happen because we're going to be focusing on this freaking pregnancy. But hopefully that's not all we're focusing on in the episode. And they better not cut to where the baby pops out and then it goes off. I will shoot everybody. Don't do that. Let us see the baby.
Oh, Lord, please don't do that. We don't want her to put not the 9.
Blicky.
Don't pull out the 9. Jamal.
Absolutely.
But I just really, you made me think about it. That again, y'all know I feel like they're sleeper cells. Brotherhood of the Night's Watch, Nurse Crackhead, Julie. I hope they get activated in the finale. I really hope they get activated. I had forgotten about that, but I see y'all's theories in the chat, and we're just gonna see, you guys. We are just going to see what happens, how it all shapes up. But before we go, ladies, what's going on? Tyra, we'll start with you. What's going on over there at the Struggle is Spectacular? Struggle Reviews TV.
Oh, go watch my front video. Y'all ain't been running that up. Like, what's up? Run it up. You know what I'm saying? watch Silo. The review for Silo is up. Go and watch that. Binge it on Apple TV if you haven't. We will be getting into that, as well as getting into shows like Dune and some other things. But my solo videos are up for those. Thursday, I will be getting all up into She's Gotta Have It. We're going to have a whole deep dive with my guest, Nikki. But you have to be a member and behind the good old paywall, second tier and up to be a part of that, as well as the YouTube 101, where you get to ask me YouTube questions, whether you're trying to start a channel, whatever you're trying to aspire to do on YouTube, or just ask me random ass questions. Once again, second tier or up, you know what I'm saying? Be a member. And we are factoring out doing a members are open. We're going to decide a watch along for the season finale of From. So be on the lookout for that as well next week, please.
And yes, Ariana, Tyra will be hosting the finale. You know, we do round robin for all of our lives. So Tyra will be hosting the finale live, and we will be next week. And like she said, we haven't decided if it's going to be behind the paywall or for all subbies, but we will be doing a watch along of the finale as well. EJ, what's going on over there with the TV Junkie? What's happening?
Yeah, so I have my From video up as well, my solo From video up. I have my solo Silo video up. You know, I did a Christmas movie, and I'm about to do another Christmas movie because it is Christmas season. Let's not play. And yeah, so just check that out. I'm about to drop some more. If you're into All the Queen's Men, I'm about to drop synopsis videos. Those will be coming out all week as we gear up to get to the opening episode, which is on November 28th. So I'm excited about that. I love when the show comes back on. And then I'll be dropping some other stuff. And, you know, I'll be hanging out. Y'all know how we do. Dune, we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. And we're going to be talking about Tia, because Tia actually got exciting this particular episode. And I was actually very much surprised. So I think we're going to have fun with that one tomorrow because we finally got somewhere.
Did we get somewhere? You guys, I want to thank you for we almost got to 200 tonight. So thank y'all for coming through and showing love for the From Live. Please do not forget to run up all of our uploads, you guys. Going forward with most of our lives through the week, we will have accompanying recaps, reviews, theories for each of those shows. Each of us on the panel will be providing individual uploads in addition to the live. So please just make sure you're subscribed to everybody. Make sure that you're commenting, that you hit the like button, and that you hit that notification bell, because baby, we drop content on the regular. Okay. So thank you guys again so much for being here. And we actually have an official members only watch along this weekend hosted by Tyra. This is her choice, y'all. I am going to end it with this. You guys have the most amazing night. Be safe, and can't wait to talk to you guys for the finale.
Nice.
점